What is going on, everybody? We are back, and in this fun new project, we are going to be building a shaping bay. I am future Mike talking from a completed shaping bay that I'm looking at right now behind the camera. And I realized I didn't really do an intro to the video series or to this whole build series. So I just wanted to give it a little intro, what we were doing, why we were doing it. So I am here at Shred Season Surfboards in Charleston, South Carolina, run by my really good friend Liam Becker. And he's got this great space that kind of had this like unused corner. And I approached him and said, hey, I've seen some people do this online. Bendheim Boards had one in his garage. Rogue Wave, I think it's Rogue Wave Surfboard Repair had one, something similar. You see it all over the internet. These shaping bays out of these pop-up greenhouses. You get them pretty cheap on Amazon, and then the rest is just kind of 2x4s and LED lights and some pads, and that's kind of it, and you got a shaping bay. So where I'm at now, it has evolved, and there's a lot more stuff in there, but to start with, it was just a shop where Liam has a bunch of boards. He sells, you can see kind of the bay in the corner, but he sells used boards, new boards, foamies, does a ton of repairs, does a great job. And he just kind of had this huge space. I mean, it's a big room that he shares it with two other artists, local Charleston artists. And I said, hey, let me build a shaping bay back there. It'll be fun for us. You know, I could do the restorations not in my garage, and we could build boards, and we can have maybe people come in and build their boards. And he gets custom boards from a guy, David Farina, down in Florida. And I said, maybe David will want to come. So here, let me show you real quick kind of where we're at now with the shaping bay. It's a little bit of a mess right now. I'm working on a Hansen restoration right now. You could kind of see we're in the stages of, we just glued in the stringer and all that. But let me turn this light on. But this is it. It's a pop-up greenhouse that has a roll-up door. We put some ventilation that kind of goes out to this vent up here. So when we glass or when we're making a lot of dust, it doesn't smell up this whole space. But we have our light stands with pegboards for our tools. On both sides, just some shelves with some random things, fans. Here are the dead skins of previous restorations, some tape and scissors, and here's kind of an area to measure your glass out, and a scale, and we have the vacuum. I blanked on that word. And then this is just more shelves to where we could keep stuff that we don't really want covered in dust, mainly the fiberglass, the mixing sticks, the squeegees, the mixing buckets, stuff that you just don't want covered in fiberglass dust and foam dust. But it's been an awesome project so far. This is kind of the kickoff of where it started and why it started. So just wanted to give you a little introduction into the series, into what we're doing, why we're doing it. I'm actually really excited. I'm picking up my first order of blanks tomorrow morning down in Jacksonville from SurfSource. And yeah, it's just been a really fun project so far. But I'm probably playing some older videos back from March or earlier of me building this thing in a hoodie and pants and stuff. So you know, where you just saw it now took some building and some things. It started with just a rack and some lights, and as I did my first board and I spent more time in there and I looked at what other people were doing, I realized it just needed some improvements and some stuff like that. So that's where we're at right now. That's where you're going to see all of the boards being made from now on. Like I said, I'm in the middle of that Hansen now, which will probably be the series that comes up next after this board. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it. So thank you guys for stopping by the Shaping Bay and Olu Surfboards. It's been a ride. It's been fun. I didn't really plan on it to turn into kind of the project that it is and the side hobby that it is, but I'm happy that it did, and I'm happy that I'm here. So, you know, any support is amazing. It's fun to learn how to make surfboards. It's fun to feel the different ways they feel under your feet, and um, kind of the things that you learn about the waves and your style of surfing and all that. So I love sharing all that stuff. I want to share all my things that I learn, because it's hard to find some stuff, and I know a lot of people want to know how to do this stuff, but it can be really difficult, and it's kind of like this big secret for no reason. There's so much good information out there, and there's people with tons more of experience than I have. But hopefully you could follow along and see my mistakes and not do them. But yeah, I think if you got space in a garage or a shed or something like that, and you want to make a shaping bay, it really isn't that hard. It doesn't cost a lot. There's great resources out there that make build your own shaping kits. My first board was from Greenlight Surf Supply. They sent down everything that I did on my first board. It was a disaster. I struggled. I messed up a lot. I had to order more resin. But it was fun, and I learned a lot, and I feel way more confident going into these 60s and 70s restoration boards that I have, because I have a lot of them now. I think here I have 6 or 7. I have 2 at home. I have 3 more on the way. So I want to keep it going. It's fun to look at boards from the past and how it evolved over time and why they were doing what they were doing, and what some of these boards on the rack behind the camera look like because of those boards, and what they ditched and what they kept, and why they're on certain boards and not on other boards. It's really fun to learn all about that, and I think it just makes you a better surfer. It makes surfing more fun, and that's kind of what it's all about in the first place, right? So thank you everybody again for watching this, participating in this, sharing this, whatever. It's been fun. I'm gonna keep doing it. I love it, and we'll see you around. Thanks.